Hello everyone, and this is part two of my Arsenal save. And this month, well, I think 2 months now I've played since you last saw an Arsenal episode. The months have gone brilliantly. I couldn't have asked for better. The last time I think it was a game against Southampton, so it was against all of these teams, and we won every single game that we played in. And so far this season, we haven't lost a game or drew a game. We've won every game so far. But in September, our first game was against Swansea at home, and we won that 3-1. Well, when it decides to load, there we go. Navan Subotic getting it, and Lucas Podolski getting two. Luke Moore got their goal. We had less possession, which is strange for Arsenal, especially being at home. We had more shots and we were more clinical on goal, so that was good. Then we played Schalke at home in the Champions League, Group G. We've been handed quite an easy group, I think. Should get through it fairly easy. Fernando Loriente, Andre Santos, and Theo Walcott, all over them. Didn't have a chance really, especially when Kyriakos Papadopoulos got sent off. I know he comes to be a very, very good player. He becomes a very good player, so might try and sign him when it loads. But he might be quite expensive, but I'll get a scout report on him. He could be fairly expensive, but I think once Thomas Vermaelen retires, not sure when, he's older, so he could come straight into the squad once Vermaelen comes a bit out of it. And we played Stoke away, and we won 2-0. Jack Wilshere gets off to an absolute brilliant start in the first minute, and then Fernando Loriente making it 2-0 in the 27th minute. They had more shots than us, but in our two shots on target, we scored them both, and we had less possession, which I've noticed quite a lot in this save. We don't have a lot of possession, but we've managed to win the games, which I'm not bothered about. Then these next three games were just 1-0 wins. A 1-0 win in Capital One Cup against Wolves. I did field a bit of a weaker squad, but it's still not a bad squad to have, though, is it? But only managed to beat Wolves 1-0. But oh well. Then Fulham 1-0 at home, which 1-0 Theo Walcott. This time we were all over them, and we just couldn't score many goals. But still, a win's a win. You can't deny it. You can't not be happy with a win. Then FC RB Salzburg. Again, Fernando Loriente getting the goal. We should have scored more, but they only had one shot on goal. We should have scored more, but we didn't. But I'm not complaining again. It's a win. A win's a win. Then a 5-2 against Aston Villa. And this was an epic match. We went 2-0 up with Lucas Podolski and Mikel Arteta. Got our two goals, so we're like 2-0 up going into the second half. So I thought, yes, this is going to be good. Then Stephen Ireland and Jermaine Genius brought it back to 2-2. But before that, Lucas Podolski missed a penalty. So it could have been 3-0, but it ended up 2-2. I was thinking, oh god, we've just thrown this away and we could end up losing this. But then Lucas Podolski scored in the 72nd minute, 86th, and the 90 plus 2 minutes. So we got 4 goals there for Lucas Podolski, which will do his confidence the world of good. So it's a very good result there, coming back. Thought we were down and out. Then Sunderland, we won 3-0. Mikel Arteta in the 6th minute, Fernando Loriente and Jan Villa getting on the score sheet. Again, we were all over them this time. We got more possession, a lot more possession, loads more shots on the goal and on target. So we're getting lots of shots, but we just can't convert some of them at the moment. Then we played Helsingborgs. I was very worried after this. 1 minute in and we concede. I I didn't know what to say about that. I was shocked, and it rocked us a bit, so we couldn't get into it. But Jack Wilshere, on the 20th minute, pulled back into the game, made it 1-1. Before Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Fernando Llorente made it 3-1. Before Matthias Anderson got his second of the goal in the 85th minute. Bit of a nervy end to the match, but we still managed to get the win over them. So we're unbeaten in the Champions League there so far. Then a 1-0 against Everton. Jack Wilshere scoring quite a few goals. But Fernando Llorente is injured and he's out for 5 to 6 weeks. So I've had to move Lucas Podolski into the Fernando Llorente role as the striker and put Chamberlain or Gervinho on the other wing. And then we played West Ham and a 3-1. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain got 2 and Luka Podolski in the 94th minute, but James Tompkins made it 1-0 to them before half time. But then the comeback, Jack Wilshere got injured. I'm not sure how long he's out for. Can't remember, but we're all over them. But he's been very good for us so far, Jack Wilshere. And then the result so far of the season is this against Man United. Lucas Podolski getting a hat-trick at Old Trafford. I was amazed. He went 1-0 up with Podolski, but 4 minutes later Nani got their goal, and then Lucas Podolski on the 50th minute made it 2-1, and then 3-1 10 minutes later with a penalty, and I was going mad. I couldn't believe it. I honestly thought that we'd probably lose it. But Andre Santos got an own goal, but we still managed to hold on and win. What I did find interesting was that Robin van Persie didn't play. I sold him to them, but he wasn't even on the bench, I don't think. So unless he's injured or something. Have a look. If he's injured. Yeah, Robin van Persie's injured. Yep. Has he even played this season yet? What is... Okay, he scored a few goals for Man United, but I don't care. Sold him. Never mind. We're still doing brilliantly without him. So, yeah. So that, as for the league table now, that makes us top, ahead of Manchester City by 5 points. But they have a game in hand over us. So I'd pick them to win it, probably. And that would make it a 2-point gap. So, down the bottom here we have Reading. We've conceded a lot of goals. Wigan also conceded a lot of goals. And Stoke down there as well. So, yeah. Interestingly, Tottenham are down in 13th. But they've played 2 games left. Still down there. The curse of Andre Villas-Boas, I think. And also Chelsea down there in 10th. They can move up the league if they do win. But Roberto Di Matteo obviously not doing a good enough job at Chelsea. Transfers, no one else came in until January. So I've got 3 players coming in January. Gail Andonian, 16-year-old. Looks fairly good for a centre-back. So I thought 1.7 million, I thought I'd buy him. Why not? Carlos Ferreiro as well, coming in. I know he turned out good. I had him for Newcastle when I played my Newcastle league. I bought him in January, and he managed to get the top goal scorer from January. I tried to side Leonardo Demo, but I wasn't wanting to spend. They wanted like 30-odd million for him, and I'm not going to bother spending that much for him, I don't think. I probably could get him cheaper if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. But then Yaya Sanogo for 500k. I know he comes out to be an absolute beast. Also had him for Newcastle. I had the best strike force with him, Sanogo, and Giroud, Oliver Giroud. They played, they were amazing together. But yeah, so next time I think I'll play another 2 months. So I'll join back at the start of January. So I would play up to Man City. So I played all them games, expecting to win most of them. Chelsea could be a hard game, Newcastle could be a hard game, Man City could be a hard game. Oh, look at Liverpool as well there. So them 3 games looks like it's gonna be quite tough actually. Man City, Liverpool, Tottenham, and even Newcastle there. So that's hopefully we get some result. Probably get a result against Liverpool. Hopefully, Man City be a close game away from home. You know, Chelsea at home. So them will be the hardest games. Other than that, I expect to win most of them. I think Capital One Cup. I don't think any top teams are in it for Man City and Tottenham, and I think we can probably make it to the final if we get a decent draw. Probably try get a trophy on the board in the Capital One Cup. No, it's not a major thing, but it'd be good to win a trophy for Arsenal for the first time in 7 years. We'll have a look at the player stats. Who's being so average ratings? Lucas Podolski is the got the highest average rating, followed by Robin van Persie, and Jack Wilshere's there, and Theo Walcott's there. Wayne Rooney's top goal scorer, and then Lucas Podolski and Robin van Persie, the top 3. Theo Walcott's got the most assists, and so is Jack Wilshere, is there as well in 3rd. Jack Wilshere's got the most man of the matches, same as Wayne Rooney, Leighton Baines, and Lucas Podolski. Alex Song has got the highest pass completion, and then tackles, Wolves Palacios, red cards. Gary Cahill there for Chelsea. So, finances. We'll do some finances. We're pretty rich. £119 million. I don't think that's gonna go away that much. So that's some good. But I think that's pretty much it for this episode. But I have set my scouting. I've got 16 scouts scouting all over the world. Hopefully find some good players. See if they any scouts find some good players. So hopefully they do a good job. Get me some good players or younger players. So I think that pretty much rounds it for this episode. So this will definitely be the last time you hear my voice for about 3 or 4 weeks. So I'm going on holiday on Friday morning for 2 weeks. And if anyone wants to do a all-nighter with me, so I'm going to be doing an all-nighter on Thursday night, staying up until about 3 or 4. We'll have to actually get a shower and go to the airport. But so if anyone wants to do that, please you're welcome to join me. I think a few people might already be doing it, so yeah, that should be a good night before I go on holiday. So please like this, and you'll hear me in about 3 or 4 weeks. So I'll see you for the next one. Bye.